In this lecture, we are going to explain who am I and finger and who. So here, who am I, what it returns. So who am I returns username of the current user in Linux environment. Current user. Current user. This is a finger command is a useful tool for retrieving information about the user on Linux system. It gives just a username, what user it connected, and we get information about the user and how many users are there, how many users are in this Linux. For that, for understanding for this who and finger and who am I, definitely you should know about number of users, how many users we have, how many users in this Ubuntu environment, how do we create a user without with only single user. It is a very difficult to understood, right? For that, I want to create a multiple users, then I can execute these commands. So first one, how we are creating user, how we are creating with the help of sudo. Definitely that who creates the user, definitely he having a sudo privilege. Without sudo privilege, you cannot create any user, sudo user, and you place here username. When you enter button, then it asks some password and prompting some question user information. That is your choice. And if you want to add that user to this a user new user to add sudo privileges, how you create the sudo privileges for the new created user? Sudo user mode -ag and sudo username. So in this way we create. Just you observe, I want to create different type of users and I can execute this who am I, right? And finger and who, these three commands I'll try to execute. First, I want to go with, I copied my instance public IP, then I launched like a terminal, putty terminal, and just you observe. Now I want to create some users. Just you observe who command, how many users, it having only single user. Right now, who am I? Ubuntu and the root users, and clearly finger, and finger command is not works because it needs some installation steps. Suppose sudo apt get install finger, so it creates, yes, everything so clear. Now I want to run the finger. I think we need to enable so Ubuntu user and name of the Ubuntu, and so when he logged in, clear information, right? So now I want to how to we create a user, right? So first we have a privilege users. Right now I am the root user, so what, so I can have a permission to create users. For that, first one, sudo add user Srikanth. So this is my username. Password I can write like a Srikanth, and password again I'm using Srikanth, and information like Srikanth Ganji, suppose. Room number I don't want to provide, work phone number something, home phone number, some information, and others I don't provide anything. And yes, correct, everything is right. Right now I can enter like a who, only one user, right? Who are you? Ubuntu, right? I want to log in for that user Srikanth. So now who, finger, name Ubuntu Srikanth, right? And now I can run sudo add user fs with Srikanth and password and password, and I don't want to enter any data. Yes, so clear. And I want to enter like a sudo su fs with Srikanth, everything is there, Srikanth. Now I can try with the sudo apt get update, it not works. Why? Because sudo Srikanth is not a sudo password. Suppose I can enter like a Srikanth, it not works. Why? Because this is a instant kill, mean that Srikanth is not the sudo user file, right? For that I can go with as a root, and I can create I can provide a permission, sudo permission for this Srikanth user, fs with Srikanth I am going to provide. So for that, what should I do? Sudo user mode, and what is user mode? -ag and sudo, and who user is fs with Srikanth, fs with Srikanth. Just you observe, right? The sudo permission added to fs Srikanth, and sudo su fs with Srikanth, and you log in, sorry, right? And user is you having user permissions, right till now there is a no, it never gives any information. So just you observe here, sudo apt get update, now it works. So why this fs with Srikanth user having sudo privilege? Now I'm going with exit. Here I log in the same instant with the 3 different session. The one is I log in as a Srikanth, and this is a Srikanth terminal, and this is as a one more user fs with Srikanth's session, I mean, and this is a Ubuntu user. Same commands I will execute in 3 different ways. Who, and we are getting how many? 3, 1 2 3, everything will be run. And who, yes, and here who, and we are getting 3 different right outputs, or same outputs, right? And I'm going to enter who am I, Ubuntu, who am I, Srikanth, who am I, fs with Srikanth. And this one I'm going to enable this one, sudo systemctl, sudo systemctl enable finger, yes, finger is works. Finger, how many ideal? 4 users are running, right? And one more finger, and finger. So this is a difference, who and who am I, and finger. So with the help of this we will be get. This is clear, and thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.